My first thing I want to do is ask, have you ever felt like this? Or do you know someone who's felt like this? Or even like this? And what about this? In meetings where you're going, really? Are we really doing this? Well, at Transitions D2D, we specialize in helping individuals and organizations, meeting them where they are and helping them to get to where they need to be. It's a proven process through our coaching and training to understand what are your needs, how to map out the right strategy, and to get you to the right decisions with your business and talent. Every day you are feeling and looking like this. Who wouldn't want an organization that looks and feels like this? And who wouldn't want to work feeling and looking like this? My personal mission, because of the transitions that I've been through, both personally and professionally, is to make sure that everyone is getting up in the morning, not hitting the snooze, and doing what they truly want to do. More success happens to you and your business when that's the case. As a matter of fact, the key to success is understanding what your strengths and talents are. Research has already shown that those who focus on their strengths are 3 times more likely to have a higher quality of life, as well as be more effective in what they do day to day, as well as 6 times more likely to be engaged with their jobs, their communities, and with their family. So you as professionals, wouldn't you want to have more profitability, more effectiveness? Well, when you're tapping into your strengths each and every day, you automatically get a 7.9% increase in your productivity, as well as an 8.9 greater profitability. This is research taken from Gallup, which many of us know as the folks who understand what are the polls and ratings. They also have an extension that gives you an understanding of human behavior and how that affects your results. So at Transitions D2D, the process that I use helps to understand what's going on with either you and your perspective in your careers or in your organizations. We look at how to determine the best approach because every company is different, every culture is different, every person is different. And then how to put the right plan in place for you to have sustainable change. So the ideal client referral. This is why there's 3 areas, whether it's an executive who's gotten stuck and they're looking to get to the next level, whether they have a team who's kind of stuck and they need to get to the next level and they pull themselves together, or as an organization, you're not quite meeting the productivity and the effectiveness that you want. So the primary factor that influences how effective any coaching consulting is to understand their readiness. In the handouts that are on the table, you'll see that there's an insert that gives you a readiness of coaching. That's for individual executive coaching. Well, I think I'm a wonderful coach. I may not be your great coach. And I may not be the great coach for someone who you have in mind or who's telling you, God, I need to do something different. This is an assessment to help with understanding, are you ready as an individual? I have similar assessments to help with understanding, are you ready as a leader? Is your organization really ready to take on this new initiative that they say that they want to embark on? Too many times I've seen where organizations say, we want to start this new change initiative, and when they get going, they're wondering why it's not happening, because they really weren't ready to get things going. They weren't committed. Ideal client referrals. I'm not going to read these to you. You can go to my website. You can go to my LinkedIn. But basically, Maria, she needed to feel more confident in what she had to offer, and my services helped her to get that. Merlin was in a job where she was stuck, and she knew that environment was no longer a fit, and my organization helped her to get there. Jen and I worked together because she needed to influence a change initiative, and together we partnered and understand how to get her there. Tiffany. She was moving from one level as a manager to a director, and there's a different perspective when you're doing that, and I helped her to get there. Felicia had no idea as a food service director that she could be a director of training and development. She had a master's in business administration, and I helped her to unleash those. Michael, he knew he was at the wrong company in the wrong location and moved his family from Europe to Canada to work for another organization. Clint came into the organization reporting to a new manager, and they were trying to do the same things. I know we've been in situations where you come into a new role and your leader is still holding on to the reins and holding on to the duties. Well, with my support and my consultation, we helped to understand whose role was what and how to effectively bring those teams together. The reason why I say meeting you where you are to getting you to where you need to be is because when you have 25 years of experience with companies who constantly throw out things to you around certification and education, you can pull all that information together and really quickly assess what's going on, understand what needs to happen, and get you to the next space. Now, a lot of professionals can't do that because they don't have what I have to bring to the table. That's my unique differentiator. We can sit down together, have a strategy session, and understand what's specifically for you. Again, inside your booklets and the pamphlets, there's an assessment tool that helps with that. There's a few that are very important. It's a scale of 1 to 10. You see a number, and depending on how many you have, if you look on the back, it will tell you if you're ready or not. And so I don't want you to assess the people as referrals for me. I want to do that. I want you to let them know that I can actually meet them where they are and help them to get to where they need to be. One of the most recent certifications that I've received is with Gallup, and Don Clifton is not only a psychologist, but he was a business executive. And his research has shown and proven, you may have heard of the Strength Finders information, and they also have one for building your business, so I'm also capable to help you with that as well. But I love this quote. What would happen when we think about what's right with people, what's right within your organization, what's right within your communities, and instead of fixating on what's wrong? How would that make things different? How would that turn things around for you? I'd like to meet you where you're at and help you to get to where you need to be. So are you ready to unleash those superpowers? Schedule your session today.